Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Well, hello everyone, and a good Monday evening to you, and welcome to Oak Grove here in North Fargo along the banks of the Red River, as tonight North Dakota High School Class 2A Volleyball and Interregion matchup as the Region 2 Thompson Tommies make the short trip down to Fargo to take on the Grovers of Oak Grove. This is your Irie Insurance pregame show here on yourliveevent.com. Up ahead, we will take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard, take a look at the region rankings, as well as chat with both head coaches. All that and more as we get you set for First Serve coming up tonight from Oak Grove, right here on yourliveevent.com.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions for 2025 and beyond with a drain tile project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free, detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
As an American Family Insurance agent, Chris and Monica Heisey look out for what matters to you most, even when nothing is wrong. These days, everyone wants to save money, and they can show you how easy it is to have multiple policies by combining your auto and homeowner's insurance. Let Chris Heisey Agency with American Family Insurance put some change back into your pocket. For more info, visit chrisheisey.com. That's chrisheisey.com for all the details.
In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community, one that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities. There hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
We aren't meant to be still. And while you determine the direction you'll go, we're just here to help you along the way. So go. Go with experience. Go with teamwork. Go with neighbors. Go with integrity.
Radar, Brady Seals with you here tonight from Oak Grove. This is your Irie Insurance pregame show online at irieins.com. Let's meet the two teams here tonight. We'll start the visitors on the scoreboard. That is the Thompson Tommies. They are 21-7 overall, 7-5 in Region 2 as far as the Region 2 points are concerned. They are their region play during the season has concluded. They will be the number 4 seed in the region tournament, which gets underway on Monday. More information about that coming up a little bit later on here on yourliveevent.com. Their opponents are the Grovers of Oak Grove. They are 23-8 overall, 9-2 in Region 1 play. Taking a look at region standings here in the final week of the regular season. In Region 1, 5, 6, and 7 have already been determined. 1 through 4 still not decided yet, with matchups going on here for the next couple of days. Valley City, they are 10-2 in Region 1 play. The Highliners, they are done with region competition. These Oak Grove Grovers, they are 9-2 with one more region game to play tomorrow night against Wahpeton. Central Cass and Kindred are both at 7-4. Then, as we mentioned, the 5, 6, and 7 seeds already locked up. So Northern Cass will be the number 5, Lisbon will be the number 6, and Wahpeton is the number 7. Northern Cass, the Jaguars are at 4-7, the Broncos 2-9, and Wahpeton winless at 0-11 in region play. Taking a look at the Region 2 standings, Carrington undefeated at 10-0. Mayport CG is 8-2. Those two teams play each other tonight in a 2-point matchup in Mayville. Grafton is at 7-4, currently at the number 3 spot. Then the Thompson Tommies at 7-5. They'll be the number 4 come tournament time. Then Harvey Wells County is 3-8. Devils Lake is 2-9. And Hillsborough Central Valley at 1-10. Let's look at your region standings on this side of the state in Region 1 and Region 2 here in this final week of the regular season in North Dakota. We'll take a break. We'll come back with our DJ Coulter Agency pregame coaches comments. We'll talk with Coach Angie Johnson for Oak Grove. But when we return, we'll be joined by Lisa Strand for the Tommies. That's coming up next on YourLiveEvent.com.
Ready to make a true impact on the farm? Introducing the HDSR series of staggered rippers from Degelman Industries. At the heart of the machine is the HDSR's staggered two-row setup, which allows for better trash flow and lower draft than an inline ripper. Featuring a shorter implement contour length, easier transport, and better compaction shattering ability than the competitors. The HDSR series from Degelman Industries is engineered tough. Visit our website for more information.
I'm Dan Sukert, your Fargo-Moorhead and surrounding area Edward Jones financial advisor. We're all about financial investments, but we also value investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why my Edward Jones office is a proud sponsor of Park Christian Falcons basketball. Call 701-281-5264 for all your investment needs. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
For a top-notch car wash experience, head to Fast Lane Car Wash, situated next to the Petro Stopping Center in Fargo. They treat every vehicle with the same respect and care as their own, ensuring that your car is in good hands from pre-wash preparation to hand-dry finish. Check out the Fast Lane Car Wash on the west side of the Petro Stopping Center in Fargo and spruce up your ride with interior detailing, buff, and wax at the Fast Lane with Thomas, weekdays from 9 to 2. Call 701-799-8226 to schedule an appointment.
YourLiveEvent.com, our Irie Insurance pregame show continues with our DJ Coulter Agency pregame coaches comments online at djcoulter.com. Talking with Lisa Strand for Thompson. And Coach, final week of the regular season here. Just kind of talk about your Tommy volleyball season so far.
Hey, overall it's been a great season. We've had a few stumbles, but we're ready to pick it up and play well tonight.
Yeah, we'll get to that in just a moment. First season in this new 3-class volleyball, and kind of a very competitive, up in Region 2, really competitive. It seems every single night you always have to be ready to play.
Oh, definitely. We've had a lot of very competitive matches in Region 2, and the same thing's happening down here in Region 1. There's some really good competition on this side of the state right now, and so we're excited to play here at Oak Grove.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll get to that. First off, a non-region game here to end the season. A couple of them. Just talk about still how important that is, right, to maybe get some momentum, get some more volleyball before tournament time.
Definitely. That's the plan, is to try to get some momentum here tonight. Definitely go after them and try to be aggressive, especially, in the serving and hitting side of it. We want to make sure that we at least be as competitive as possible. I know this is a good team that we're playing up against here tonight, and then we've got Central Cass on Thursday, and that's another one that's a tough team. So we're going to have to be sure that we show up and play our best.
Yeah, let's talk about the Oak Grove. Like you mentioned, a really good team, the top team in Region 1. Just talk about a little bit about the Grovers and some of the hitters that they have.
Oh, they've got some great hitters. Elena Foster-DeVold, she's definitely a top-notch hitter, and she just seems to have the ability to put the ball wherever she feels like it. And so everybody on the court has to be on top of it and ready to dig. She's going to get her kills. We're gonna definitely allow a few of them, I'm sure, but hopefully we can hold her to a few. And then they've got a bunch of other hitters, in Rosted and a couple of their other outside hitters. Their setter is good. Christensen puts the ball where she needs to, and number 7 as well. So, it's a full team, and they're all going for the same thing. So, both teams are gonna go duke it out tonight.
Should be a fun one here. Lisa Strand, thanks so much for your time. Good luck tonight.
Thank you very much, and thanks for your live event. We appreciate everything you guys do.
Absolutely enjoyed covering it here. Stick around, more to come on yourliveevent.com. Perfect.
Buying a new home, but worried about the interest rate and terms from your bank? At First Class Mortgage, we'll find a mortgage that fits your needs. Shopping national banks and other lenders for the lowest rate and most affordable terms, saving you time and money. So all you need to worry about is enjoying your new home. First Class Mortgage. Our expertise, your peace of mind. Put an expert to work for you. Call today.
Oh, jeez. That's a lot of water.
No! Jeez Louise!
This system is packing 70-mile-per-hour winds, golf ball-sized hail, and a fast drop in temperature.
Oh, jeez.
Dave and Cheryl's kitchen started on fire.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, geez, let's take a look.
Oh, geez, moments happen. Be ready with Irie Insurance.
YourLiveEvent.com. Our Irie Insurance pregame show continues with our DJ Coulter Agency pregame coaches comments. Coach Angie Johnson for Oak Grove. And Coach, good to talk to you again. It's been a couple weeks, but a number of games and a number of wins for the Oak Grove volleyball team last week of the regular season. Just kind of talk about where you're at.
Yeah, I think we've come away with some really important wins for our region record and everything. So just going into this week, just really excited to play Thompson. They're always a quality team and just kind of I don't want to say it doesn't mean anything, but they're in a different region. It doesn't go towards our record, so just a fun game.
Yeah, absolutely. But with that, they're always going to be a good opponent. So just how important it is to, have a good game against them today.
Yeah, it'll just see how we kind of stack up against those Region 2 teams. We know, depending on how we do in the region tournament, we're going to maybe have to play one of them. So we just have to be ready for that, just kind of see how we stack up against them.
Yeah, talk about what you know about the Tommies, with the Lisa Strand Thompson team. They're always going to be a quality opponent.
Yeah, they're always scrappy. They read really well. They can get to a lot of balls. So just making sure that we're taking care of the ball on our side of the net, changing up where we're putting the ball just so we can get some kills.
Angie Johnson, coach for Oak Grove. Thanks for your time. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Stick around, more to come. YourLiveEvent.com.
Visit the new Cywick Lumber and Hardware in Hillsboro. They have everything you need. Explore our large selection of quality hardware and building materials, perfect for every project. Inside, you'll find Valspar paint to brighten your home, top-of-the-line Milwaukee and DeWalt tools for every job, plus all the essentials for a successful harvest. Flashlights, glass cleaner, paper towels, scrapers, grain shovels, and more. Make your next stop Cywick Lumber and Hardware in Hillsboro.
Common doesn't do the extra reps. Common doesn't push the limits. And Common doesn't do all of that before the sun is up. We work harder than anyone else when no one is watching, so that when everyone is watching, we're ready to answer the call. Discover your uncommon side with the North Dakota Army National Guard.
When you think about North Dakota State College of Science, don't think about college. Don't think about desks. Don't think about buildings. Don't think about our expert instructors or our high-tech classrooms. Think about that new pickup you'll soon be driving. Think about decorating your first apartment. Think about that great job that's already waiting for you. Then, think about how you'll be doing all of those things in just 2 years. North Dakota State College of Science. the smarter way to college.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Let's take a look at other games going on in Single A volleyball on this side of the state. Oak Grove is the only Region 1 team taking the court here tonight. All 7 Region 2 teams are in action. As we mentioned, a big one over in Mayville, as it is a 2-point matchup. Carrington going against Mayport CG, the top spot in the Region 1 tournament on the line there. Harvey Wells County is at Devil's Lake, and Grafton is at Hillsborough Central Valley. That game can also be found on yourliveevent.com. District 1 tournament in Foreman wraps up this evening. Couple of region qualifier games, as well as then the district championship match. One more team has already punched their way into the region tournament. In the first region qualifier, Richland defeats Sargent County 3-2. The second region qualifier is Maple River versus Oaks. That game currently in progress. Maple River has a 1-0 advantage. And then the district championship game to follow is Hankinson against Winemere Lidgerwood. That is the District 1 tournament right here on yourliveevent.com. A reminder, postseason coverage continues on yourliveevent.com. This Friday night, we'll have a pair of Class 2A football playoff games, audio only on yourliveevent.com. At 6 o'clock, 5:30 pregame, I'll be down in Kindred for the Kindred Vikings hosting the Devil's Lake Firebirds. At 7 o'clock, 6:30 pregame, Chase Miller is over in Minot as the Centracast Squirrels take on Minot North for a chance to go to the Dakota Bowl coming up on the 14th of November. Region tournaments begin 7 nights from today. Next Monday, the Region 1B tournament in Jamestown. We will have coverage for that on yourliveevent.com. The Region 1A tournament is in Valley City. We'll have audio-only coverage starting on Monday. And the Region 2A tournament is in Mayville. We'll also have coverage for that right here on yourliveevent.com. So stick here for next Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, as we'll have the region tournaments in 1A, 1B, and 2A. Then come Saturday the 15th, we'll also have the state volleyball qualifiers. The 2 and 3 seeds play each other. The 2 seed from the number 2 finisher in Region 2 takes on the number 3 finisher in Region 1, and vice versa for both Class A and Class B. That will take place Saturday, November 15th. We'll have the coverage for you on those as well on yourliveevent.com. A reminder to visit our website, yourliveevent.com, for the latest update to all of our schedules, as well as the links to our broadcast. Follow us on X, like us on Facebook, as well as subscribe to our YouTube channel. Stick around, more to come on our iRe Insurance pregame show when we return to yourliveevent.com.
Since 1981, Park Christian School has been educating the next generation of leaders in the Fargo, Moorhead, and West Fargo area. Park Christian's thoroughly Christian education and commitment to academic excellence has resulted in a confident tradition of student success. Students graduate from Park Christian School strong in their faith and well prepared for the rigors of college, career, and relationships. Call 218-236-0500 to schedule your visit or go online to parkchristianschool.org.
Hungry and on the road, Petro Stopping Center in Fargo has got your back with an impressive lineup of goodies including Popeye's Chicken, Charlie's Cheesesteaks, Cinnabon, Papa John's, and a mouth-watering full-sized restaurant, the Dolly Down Grill. You'll be spoiled for choice. Whether you're a quick pit stopper or looking to settle in for a while, Petro Stopping Center's Fargo location has got you covered 24/7 every day of the week. Cruise on over to their spot just off 45th Street and I-94 and indulge in a feast fit for the road warrior in you.
Big thank you to all the all of the sponsors that you will see and hear throughout this broadcast. Of course, whenever possible, we ask that you please patronize these businesses. At the very least, stop on in and tell them thank you, as without them, this coverage on yourliveevent.com would not be possible. That'll do it for us here on our Irie Insurance pregame show. When we come back, we'll get you the starting lineups and first serve here from Oak Grove. It's the Tommies and the Grovers, an inter-region matchup here tonight on yourliveevent.com.
At Polar Communications, innovation is in our DNA. We're pioneers, always looking ahead to what's next to ensure our communities thrive. We were the first in the state to offer gig services, and we didn't stop there. We continue to lead the way in delivering high-quality, reliable technology to your doorstep. A better experience starts here.
Prairie Supply has the expertise to help you tackle even the toughest jobs, from concrete and rebar to heat and winter construction services. Prairie Supply has extensive product lines with professional on-site solutions you can trust. Prairie Supply is a supplier of construction equipment and materials specializing in, but not limited to, concrete construction. Prairie Supply supporting the hard-working contractors in the field or at the drawing board. Visit prairiesupply.com today.
Buying and selling heavy equipment at purplewave.com saves time and money. We handle all of the details, including pictures, videos, marketing, titles, and payments.
It was almost immediately over the top with the customer service. I've just never ever experienced that before with any other auction service. They're constantly working for me as the seller, and I really like that.
Purple Wave Auction is straight, simple, sold.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Cywick Lumber and Hardware Hillsboro is completing post-frame buildings 80 by 80, 80 by 160, even 80 by 200. Need an addition or shop reskin? Cywick Lumber and Hardware has all materials. They'll complete to your customized building requests. Bifold doors, hydro doors for farm buildings, and metal sailed steel for durable construction. Whether it's new, an addition, or a repair, every building project can be done with Cywick Lumber and Hardware Hillsboro. All materials, all in one place. Visit or call Cywick Lumber and Hardware Hillsboro.
Back here on yourliveevent.com, it's time now for our starting lineups. Those brought to you by the American Crystal Sugar Company. Live the sweet life online at crystalsugar.com. We'll start with the visitors on the scoreboard here in the Thompson Tommies. We'll start with a senior 5'6" of libero, number 1, Kaya Hurst. A 5'7" junior outside hitter, number 2, Addie Schwab. A 5'7" junior outside hitter, number 3, Jenna Schwabe. A 5'6" senior setter, number 4, Addie Sage. A 5'7" senior right side hitter, number 16, Chloe Hubner. A 5'10" middle hitter, senior, number 9, Danica Gross. And a 5'9" senior outside hitter, number 14, Abby Olson. That's your starting lineup for the Thompson Tommies. The coach is Lisa Strand. The Tommies with the black uniforms, white numerals. The libero is wearing the green uniform. And now your starting lineup for the home team here tonight in the Oak Grove Grovers. Start with a 5'5" defensive specialist, number 1, Aspen Jose. A 5'9" junior setter, number 2, Rachel Christensen. A 5'8" senior middle blocker, number 4, Taya Rostad. A 5'3" libero, number 6, a junior, Lyndon Broneski. A 5'10 junior middle blocker, number 8, Callie Wisegram. A 5'11 junior outside hitter, number 11, Elena Foster-DeVold. And a 5'10 sophomore middle blocker, number 16, Addison Hunt. That is your starting lineup for Oak Grove. The coach is Angie Johnson. The Grovers, the white uniforms with the burgundy numerals. The libero with the burgundy uniform. That's your starting lineup from American Crystal Sugar Company, online at crystalsugar.com. The first serve when we return on yourliveevent.com.
In agriculture, the one thing you can count on is uncertainty. What if the GPS short circuits in your tractor? Do you have equipment breakdown coverage? Nodak Insurance has been insuring farmers and ranchers for over 70 years, and we've come across about every scenario you can imagine. Hi, I'm Chris Moen, your agent with answers at Nodak Insurance Company. I know insurance, I know North Dakota, and I might even know you. Call me today for details on how we can protect your farming operation at 757-1613.
At Thompson Public Schools, their mission is to develop lifelong learners and responsible citizens. You can visit their website, tps-k12.org, for school announcements and calendars, lunch menus, weather announcements, athletic schedules, and more. Follow them on social media and share in Tommy Pride with student updates and events with Thompson Public Schools. Thompson Public Schools thanks all students, staff, parents, alumni, and community members for their continued support. Good luck to the Tommies. Learn more at tps-k12.org.
Just about ready here tonight from the north side of Fargo, just outside of downtown. It's the Oak Grove Grovers. It is the Thompson Tommies here tonight. North Dakota Class 2A Volleyball and Inter-Region matchup. The Tommies from Region 1, the Tommies from Region 2, the Grovers from Region 1. Again, so glad you could join us here tonight on yourliveevent.com. As the Grovers will begin with serve here tonight. As the first serve at 7:44. So Aspen Jose will begin the serve at 7:45, officially sent over by Huber, but that is unable to be returned, and the first point of the game goes to Thompson. Both C-Squad and JV went to 3 sets. C-Squad, the Tommies won in 3. JV, the Grovers, won in 3. As Jocelyn Oster will serve to begin, it's blocked at the net, back to Oak Grove, and we'll get a whistle. And we'll call a violation against the Grovers in the first 2 points scored by the Tommies. Oster back to serve it again, 2-0 Thompson lead. It's played there by the libero Bruneski and hit and swung over. Elena Foster-DeVold with the swing for the Grovers, gets them on the scoreboard. 1-2 they trail. As Wisegram back in, she'll go to the front row. As Lyndon Bruneski will serve for the Grovers. 1-2 Oak Grove trails here in the first set. Again, thanks for joining us here tonight on yourliveevent.com. Floater served by Bruneski. It's an ace serve. Bruneski with the ace, and we're tied at 2 here early on in set number 1. Bruneski back to serve it across again. Try to play there by Hubner, and then free ball sent over by Sage. Back to the Grovers. Set by Christensen. Swing Foster-DeVold. It's blocked, but it's out of bounds, and it's a point for the Grovers. Foster-DeVold on the swing. 3-2. Bruneski back to serve it across again. Bumped there by Sage and pushed across by Hubner. Back, and Christensen will send it over on 3. Back to Thompson. Set by Sage. Swing by Schwab for the point. 3-3. As Vivian Myshak will check in. As Chloe Hubner with the serve, it's out of bounds, a service error. Side out back to Oak Grove, 4-3 they lead. Molly Welsh will serve. Walsh with the serve across, played there by Hurst. Set by Stevens, swung on, and cannot be returned. Point to Thompson. Tie us up at 4. Jenna Schwabe back in. As Danica Gross will serve for the Tommies. Set there by Welsh, and the swing into the net. Point Thompson, 5-4. Tommies with the lead. Gross to serve again. Hit and block. Elena Foster-DeVold on the swing evens us up at 5. Claire Middle back in for Oak Grove, as is Kaya Hurst back in for the Tommies. As Foster-DeVold with the serve across, free ball sent over by Stevens and then returned back by Broneski. Back to the Tommies. Set goes over to Schwab, but too strong, out of bounds. Point to Oak Grove, 6-5. As Foster-DeVold will serve it again for Oak Grove. And that one is out of bounds, long, and we're tied at 6. 6-6. Abby Olson back in for Thompson. So we'll track down the volleyball. There we go, we got it. So Andy Schwab will serve for Thompson. Serve goes across, set there by Welsh. Tipped across for the point, Carolyn DeYoung. Excuse me, that was 15 Claire Middle. Nonetheless, the point. 7-6, Oak Grove with the lead. As Sophie Geiger back in, or checking in, she will serve for Oak Grove. Goes to Hurst, battle at the net, and then free ball pushed across, but we'll get a violation called on Thompson. And so 6-5, 8-6, excuse me, 8-6 now the score. As Geiger's serve goes into the net. 7-8, Thompson trails. Chloe Hubner and Addie Sage both back in. Sage will serve for Thompson. Serve goes across, played there by Broneski, set and then tipped across. Dug up by Thompson, tipped over by Hubner for the point. Tied at 8. Sage to serve again. Played by Broneski, set there by Welsh, and the swing by Christensen, dug up by the Tommies, and then free ball sent over by Olson back to Oak Grove. Set blocked at the net on the swing, but they cannot return it. Taya Rosted on the swing, 9-8, Oak Grove. Addison Hunt back in for Oak Grove, as Rachel Christensen will serve. Christensen serve across to Schwab. Set and hit over by Olson. Dug up by Oak Grove. Middle will return it back. That's dug up by Hurst. Set back to Hurst off the top of the tape. Oh, they'll say it was tipped, and then trying to save it was Hubner. It goes out of bounds. It's a point to Oak Grove, 10-8. Christensen back to serve again. 2-point lead. Serve goes to Schwab, and then Schwab will return it back on 3. Broneski over on 2 by Christensen. Finds a spot for the point, 11-8. Christensen to serve again. Christian serve across to Hurst. Set, hit over by Hubner for the point. Chloe Hubner will get the side out for Thompson. 9-11, they trail. Kaya Hurst to serve for Thompson, the libero. Serve over. Set goes to middle. She'll put the swing on for the kill. Twelve to 9. Aspen Jost back in. She'll serve. Foster DeVold also checking back in for Oak Grove. Jost with the serve across. Played there by Schwab. Set over to Gross. That's dug up by the Grovers. Swing by Foster DeVold for the point. 13 to 9. Jost to serve it again. Serve goes to Schwab. And then hit over by Gross through a block attempt for the point. Danica Gross with the kill. 10-13, the Tommies trail. As Jocelyn Oster checking back in, she'll serve. Serve goes over to Geiger, and then free ball sent over by Rosted back to the Tommies. Over to Schwab through the block for the point. Andy Schwab for the point. 11-13, the Tommies trail. And free ball sent over by Rosted back to Thompson. Tipped over by Hubner. Dug up. Foster DeVold with the swing for the point. (14-11). Callie Wisegram back in, as is Lyndon Broneski. She will serve for the Grovers. Serve goes to Hurst. Set to Gross, dug up by the Grovers. That was Jost with the dig. Foster DeVold for the kill. 15-11. Broneski to serve it again. Serve across, played there by Gross, bumped by Sage, hit over by Hubner, dug up by the Grovers. Foster DeVold dug up by Hurst. Second touch was there by Sage, but no third touch. 16-11, Oak Grove, and that will force a timeout from Thompson and Coach Lisa Strand. On your Nodak Insurance Company Chris Moan scoreboard, it's Oak Grove 16, Thompson 11 on yourliveevent.com.
Inside, you'll find Valspar paint to brighten your home, top-of-the-line Milwaukee and visit the new Cywick Lumber and Hardware in Hillsboro. They have everything you need. Explore our large selection of quality hardware and building materials, perfect for every project. Inside, you'll find Valspar paint to brighten your home, top-of-the-line Milwaukee and DeWalt tools for every job, plus all the essentials for a successful harvest. Flashlights, glass cleaner, paper towels, scrapers, grain shovels, and more. Make your next stop Cywick Lumber and Hardware in Hillsboro.
Common doesn't do the extra reps. Common doesn't push the limits. And Common doesn't do all of that before the sun is up. We work harder than anyone else when no one is watching, so that when everyone is watching, we're ready to answer the call. Discover your uncommon side with the North Dakota Army National Guard.
Out of the timeout, Thompson with the side out to make it 12-16. As Chloe Hubner will serve for the Tommies. Serve goes across, and Foster DeVold with the kill. (17-12). Marcella Stevens back in for Thompson. as Molly Welsh will serve for Oak Grove. Serve goes across to Schwab, set by Stevens, swing by Schwab, dig there by Welsh, and over on two, Rachel Christensen once again, sending it over on two, finds a spot, 18-12. As Welsh to serve it across again, Hurst set to Gross, blocked at the net, not returned. Wisegram there on the block for Oak Grove. It's 19-12. As the serve across by Welsh once again, bumped there by Stevens and pushed over by Schwab. Set by Welsh, Foster DeVold. That one's blocked at the net by the Tommies. Myshak and Gross teaming up there on the block. 13-19 out of the side out. Danica Gross to serve as Jenna Schwabe back in. Foster DeVold. Schwab got a piece of it, sent over by Schwabe, but out of bounds. 20-13, Oak Grove with the lead. 15, Claire Middle back in. Kaya Hurst back in for Thompson as well. As Schwabe will send it over. Dig there by Bruneski. Set and the kill there by Claire Middle. 21-13 as we'll get another timeout from Coach Lisa Strand on your Nodak Insurance Company. Chris Moan's scoreboard. The Grovers lead in set one on yourliveevent.com.
When you think about North Dakota State College of Science, don't think about college. Don't think about desks. Don't think about buildings. Don't think about our expert instructors or our high-tech classrooms. Think about that new pickup you'll soon be driving. Think about decorating your first apartments. Think about that great job that's already waiting for you. Then, think about how you'll be doing all of those things in just 2 years. North Dakota State College of Science, the smarter way to college.
Set number one, the Oak Grove Grovers with the 21-13 lead here on yourliveevent.com. Thanks for joining us here from Oak Grove School. The Grovers and the Tommies here tonight. As Elena Foster DeVold still back to serve for Thompson, or for Oak Grove, excuse me. As a side out makes it 14-21. As Andy Schwab to serve for the Tommies. Middle will push it over, and Schwabe right back to Oak Grove, set by Welsh. Tip, and the point. Callie Wisegram with the point. (22-14). Sophie Geiger will serve for Oak Grove. Stevens and hit over for the point, Abby Olson. Addie Sage and Chloe Hubner both back in. Bruneski back in for Oak Grove. Sage will serve, 15-22. Serve goes across, set by Welsh, hit across by Christensen for the point. 23-15. Addison Hunt back in for Oak Grove as Christensen will serve. Serve goes to Hubner, set to Olson for the point. Abby Olson on the swing. 16-23. Danica Gross in as Hurst will serve. Set by Christensen, swing there by Rosted, dug up and hit over, but out of bounds by Abby Olson. 24-16, set point for the Grovers. Aspen Jones back in, she'll serve, as is Elena Foster DeVold to take the front row for Oak Grove. Set point for the Grovers. Serve goes across to Schwab, set Sage, swing across by Gross for the point. Olsen out in number 7, Jocelyn Oster. Oster with the serve across, set by Christensen, swing across, tipped at the net. The swing by Rosted. Tommies with it. Schwab was blocked at the net, but they couldn't return a point to the Tommies. 17-24. Still set point for Oak Grove. Oster with the serve across again. Set Christensen. Foster DeVol with the tip across. Sage the set for the Tommies. Schwab, Andy Schwab for the kill. (19-24). Serve across. Foster DeVold with the kill. And that will do it for set number 1, 25-19. So the Tommies take set number 1. Our between set reports from First Class Mortgage. Really, both teams just traded points. It was tied at 3. It was tied at 6. It was tied at 8, but then Oak Grove 3 straight points made it 11-8. They did not trail then again, and eventually able to get the 25-19 victory to take set number 1. Elena Foster-Vold has 5 kills. Claire Middle and Rachel Christensen each with 3 for Oak Grove. For the Tommies, Andy Schwab with 2, Abby Olson with 2. That's your First Class Mortgage between set reports online at firstclasscorp.com. We'll take a break. We'll come back with set number 2 when we return on yourliveevent.com.
In agriculture, the one thing you can count on is uncertainty. What if the GPS short circuits in your tractor? Do you have equipment breakdown coverage? Nodak Insurance has been insuring farmers and ranchers for over 70 years, and we've come across about every scenario you can imagine. Hi, I'm Chris Moen, your agent with answers at Nodak Insurance Company. I know insurance, I know North Dakota, and I might even know you. Call me today for details on how we can protect your farming operation at 757-1613.
At Thompson Public Schools, their mission is to develop lifelong learners and responsible citizens. You can visit their website, tps-k12.org, for school announcements and calendars, lunch menus, weather announcements, athletic schedules, and more. Follow them on social media and share in Tommy Pride with student updates and events with Thompson Public Schools. Thompson Public Schools thanks all students, staff, parents, alumni, and community members for their continued support. Good luck to the Tommies. Learn more at tps-k12.org.
Hi, we're Tommy's Express. Scan the QR code for a fast pass to a free month of washing. Our modern car wash offers a bright, open environment and a low-stress conveyor belt entry. Our signature scent, ceramic body wax, spot-free rinse, and heated blowers give you the best shine in town. Check out the wash for yourself. Washing your car is easy, fast, and fun. Visit Tommy's Express today.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. 3, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
When you're ready to build, remodel, or take on your next project, start with Ada Building Center. You'll find premium lumber, quality products, and honest advice you can count on from people who take the time to help you find exactly what you need. At Ada Building Center, it's about more than just materials. It's about helping you build your dreams and your community. Ada Building Center, quality you can build on, family values you can count on. Proud to serve the community you call home. Call today for your custom quote and get started on your next project with confidence.
Just about ready to begin set number 2 here on yourliveevent.com. Oak Grove took the first set 25-19 as the Tommies look to regroup as Kaya Hurst will serve it across to begin this second set. Foster DeVold out of bounds. And the first point of the set goes to the Tommies, 1-0. Hurst to serve again. Serve across, over on 2 by Christensen once again. Rachel Christensen catching them, napping, finding that spot, sends it over on 2. So far, the Tommies, no answer for that here this evening. As Lyndon Broneski will serve. Serve, it's an ace serve! Her second ace tonight. 4th service point, 2-1 the Grovers. Serve across, Schwab, and then hit over by Hubner. Dug up by Oak Grove. Foster DeVold out of bounds. Side out to the Tommies. We're tied at 2. As Sevelin Jocelyn Oster in. And a serve for Thompson. Serve goes across, played there by Welsh. Set Christensen, Foster DeVold. Oster got a first. Block went right back to Foster DeVold, who pushes it and finds it right in the corner. Point to Oak Grove. 3-2, the Grovers lead. So Molly Welsh to serve for Oak Grove. Serve goes across. Hubner. Oster, and into the net, too close. Point to Oak Grove, 4-2. Serve by Welsh once again after a third service point, and the swing is too strong by Hubner. 5-2, Oak Grove with the lead. Welsh now with 4 service points. Serves it across again, and it's an ace serve. Unable to control the dig attempt was Oster, and it's now 6-2. As number 8, Kaylee Kurz in for the Tommies. 6-2, Oak Grove with the lead. Serve goes to Kurz, set by Hubner, swung across by Gross, dug up. Welsh with the set. Foster DeVold, dig there by Schwab. Pinballs around, hits the tape, falls to the floor. It's 7-2 Oak Grove. Welsh to serve again. Serve across. Hubner, Kurz, and over on 3 by Sage. Back to Oak Grove, set by Christensen. Swing attempt by Wisegram, but blocked at the net. Gross there with the block. Side out to Thompson, 3-7. As Vivian Myshak checks in. Serve goes across, bump there by Welsh, hit across by Christensen. Stays in bounds for the point. 8-3. Claire Middle back in for Oak Grove. As Elena Foster DeVold will serve, it goes to Hurst. Bumped there by Stevens and then swung across by Schwab for the point. And Jenna Schwabi coming in for Thompson is Danica Gross. Her serve goes long, service error, 9-4. Taya Rosted, Sophie Geiger both in. Geiger will serve. Serve across to Kurz. Bumped there by Stevens and then swung across. Right back to Oak Grove. And Middle will send it over for the point. Claire Middle finding a spot on the floor, 10-4. 6-point Grover lead. Geiger to serve again. Serve into the net, service error, 5-10. Tommy's trail. Abby Olson back in. As Andy Schwab will serve. Serve goes to Geiger. Bumped there by Welsh and hit across by Christensen. Dig there by Stevens. Set by Myshak and returned over. Christensen for the Grovers. Dug up by Hurst. Set and Olsen into the net. 11-5. Addison Hunt back in for Oak Grove. Rachel Christensen will serve. Serve goes across to Schwab. Set by Stevens. Swung across by Myshak. Dug up. Christensen over on 2. Schwabi got too close to the net. Waiting for it was Taya Rosted for the kill. As Nope will get a point, goes to Thompson. So 6-11. Check that. So Addie Sage will check in and serve. Sage serve goes across. It's an ace serve on a misplay by Middle. (6-11). Sage to serve it across again. Broneski set Christensen. Rosted dug up by the Tommies. Hit across by Olsen for the point. Abby Olsen with the kill. 8-11. I got 7-11. Sage with the serve across again. And tipped. But out of bounds by Rosted. Point to Thompson. And it's an ace serve by Sage. Sage with the serve across again. Christensen, Middle with the swing. Dig there by Hurst. Set by Sage. Swung over back to Oak Grove and hit over by Broneski back to the Tommies. Hubner across on 3. Broneski, the dig goes right back to Thompson. Set by Sage. Swing. Alceo's blocked at the net. Now Olsen again, this time blocked and down for the point. On the scoreboard, 12-10, your Chris Moe Nodak Insurance Agency scoreboard. As Olsen for her 4th kill tonight. 11-12. Kaya Hurst will serve. Hit over by Rosted, back to Thompson, set by Sage. Swing, blocked at the net on the swing by Hubner. Point to Oak Grove, 13-11. Roneski to serve. Serve goes across to Schwab, set by Sage. Swing across by Gross. It's dug up by, Grove. Christensen will send it over. Sage with the set. Hubner with the swing. That's dug by Jose. Set Christensen. Foster to Vold with the kill. 14-11. Roneski to serve again. She's now got 5 service points. Serve is out of bounds. Service error, 12-14. As Jocelyn Oster will serve. Serve, misplay there by Jose. It's an ace serve. 13-14. Set by Christensen. Foster to Vold through the block for the point. (15-13). Molly Welsh back in. Welsh will serve. Serve across, played there by Oster, bumped, and then Schwab over on 3. Dig by Welsh, set by Christensen. Foster to Vold for the kill. 16-13. Welsh to serve again. 7 service points for her tonight. Serve over Hubner. Gross, and then Hubner over on 3, played by Joe. Set Welsh, Foster to Vold, and it looks like Welsh got the net on the set attempt. 14-16 on the side out. Chloe Hubner will serve for Thompson. Serve goes to Joe. Set Welsh, tipped over. Foster to Vold, out of bounds. Close along the far sideline. The line judge was right there. Called it out. 15-16. As Hubner the serve across again. Christensen sends it over. Dug up by the Tommies. Myshak, dig there by Christensen. Set Welsh, Foster, Devold. Dug up Oster. Set, and Schwab will tip it over. Christensen then right back. Gross sends it over and back to the Tommies. Welsh set by Christensen. Foster to Vold. Block tipped at the net. Hubner with the set. Gross with the swing. Jose Roneski tried to get it over. Couldn't do so. Point Thompson, and we're tied at 16. Return back over, pushed by Hubner back to the Grovers, and they can't return it. And Thompson has the lead in this set. It's 17-16, the Tommies with the lead. That will force an Angie Thompson timeout. On your Nodak Insurance Company, Chris Moan's scoreboard in set number 2. It's the Tommies 17, the Grovers 16 on YourLiveEvent.com.
Winter is coming. Are you ready? At Agassi Sales, we'll help you build the snow removal fleet you need now. With Hyundai Construction Equipment Snow Lease Program, you'll get flexible financing, low monthly rates, and even the option of 6 months on, 6 months off. Plus, every machine is backed by our certified service department. Call Agassi Sales at 888-836-4029 or visit agassisales.com. Agassi Sales, your partner for power and reliability.
17-16, Thompson with the lead here in set number 2, trying to even up at 1 set apiece. Chloe Hubner will serve it again. Tipped over by Wisegram, dug up by the Tommies. Myshak for the point. Vivian Myshak with the kill. 18-16. Hubner to serve again. Serve goes across, set, Welsh, Foster, Devold. Dug up there by Hubner. Myshak, and then free ball sent over by Schwab. Roneski, Welsh, and then hit over by Wisegram. Back to the Tommies. Schwab, dug up there by Joe, set, Welsh, Foster, Devold. And able to get it over is Oster, but we'll have a whistle, and they'll say it was out of bounds. I'll say it went out of bounds. Point to Oak Grove. They side out 17-18. Claire Middle back in. As is Stevens. Fosterville with the serve across. Blocked at the net there by Wisegram, and the Tommies can't return it, and we're tied at 18. 18-18. Foster Devold to serve again. Serve across, set by Stevens. Schwab with the swing, and they can't return it. Officially called a lift. Point to the Tommies. 19-18. Schwabe back in. Danica Gross will serve with a 1-point Tommy lead. Out of bounds on the serve. Tied at 19. Ronstadt back into the front row. Geiger back in to serve. Geiger the serve across, played there by Oster, set by Stevens. Myshak with the swing for the point. 20-19, Thompson with the lead. Andy Schwab to serve. Roneski with the dig, set Welsh, and it was blocked at the net, or at least hit the top of the tape. Nonetheless, it's a point for Thompson. It's 21-19. They lead by 2. Andy Schwab to serve. That'll force another timeout by Oak Grove. Will take one as well. Nodak Insurance Company, Chris Moan scoreboard. The Tommies lead in set 2, 21-19 on YourLiveEvent.com.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
Thompson looking to even up at 1 set apiece. Oak Grove looking to come back to take the 2-0 advantage here tonight from Oak Grove. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight on YourLiveEvent.com. Match that's just about 40 minutes gone. Serve goes across, set by Welsh, pushed over by Christensen. Hurst will play it, set by Stevens, hit across by Olsen, dug up, set by Welsh, and middle out of bounds, 22-19. Andy Schwab to serve again. Serve goes over to Geiger. They can't return it. It's 23-19. Oak Grove has used both timeouts. Tommies have both of them, should they need to use it. Schwab will serve it again. Serve goes across. Geiger set Welsh, swung on by Rosted, and Hurst able to get the free ball back over. Welsh over on 2, played there by Stevens. Set Myshak. Stevens will send it over. Or excuse me, that was Schwabe sending it over. Middle right back to Thompson. Set Olsen. It was blocked at the net. Olsen back with it for the Tommies. That one goes into the net. Point to Oak Grove, 20-23. Grovers with the side out. Addison Hunt back in for the Grovers. Rachel Christensen will serve. Serve goes across, played there by Schwab. Myshak for the point. (24-20) at set point. Chloe Hubner and Molly Welsh. As Sage will serve it across. Set Christensen and Rosted into the net. 25-20 as the Tommies will take set number 2 and they'll even it up at a set apiece. Our First Class Mortgage between set report. Oak Grove got out to the fast start. They led 11-5, but credit to Thompson, just able to chip away. They tied it at 16, then took a lead at 17-16, 18-16. The Grovers tied it up at 18. We were then also tied up at 19, but then 4 straight points made it 23-19. Then a couple of side outs traded between made it 25-20 as the Tommies take the lead, or take the victory in set number 2. They now even it up at 1 set apiece. Our First Class Mortgage between set reports. Elena Foster DeVold with 8 kills for Oak Grove. Rachel Christensen has 5. Claire Middle has 4. Molly Welsh has 7 service points. Linda Berneski has 5 for the Grovers. For the Tommies, Abby Olson 4 kills. Vivian Myshak and Andy Schwab with 3. And Addie Sage has 3 service points. 2 of them were aces. Chloe Hubner with 4 service points. First Class Mortgage between set report online at firstclasscorp.com. Set number 3 when we return on yourliveevent.com.
Looking to tackle a big building project or a major fall cleanup? Cywick Lumber and Hardware Hillsboro has what you need. 40 dumpster roll-off boxes that are on hand, ready for rent. Need building materials? They'll deliver everything you need for your project and bring the dumpster at the same time for maximum convenience. If it's time for fall cleaning, rent a large dumpster and clear out your space with ease. For rentals of your dumpsters and building needs, your one-stop shop for your projects, Cywick Lumber and Hardware Hillsboro.
No job too big, no call too small. Bears Home Solutions handles it all. You need a bear in there, oh yeah. Keeping homes just right with expert care. Let our stars guide you when repairs scare. You need a bear in there.
Check out bearshomesolutions.com.
Give them the freedom to grow with the peace of mind of security and safety.
Let me do my thing. So get ready, get up, get ready, yeah.
America's Best Checking for students from Bell Bank makes it easy to let them do their thing.
It's what it's all about.
Visit www.bell.bank/student checking to learn more. Or stop into a branch near you to open an account today.
Let me do my thing.
Bell Bank, member FDIC.
For the last 25 years, Carlita Dietz at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Premier Properties has been serving the real estate needs of Fargo-Moorhead and the surrounding communities. Whether you're buying, selling, or investing, Carlita is ready to help you evaluate the market and make the right choice for you. Take the first step into selling into your next home by calling Carlita Dietz at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Premier Properties at 701-367-5918. Experienced, confident, qualified. Carlita Dietz.
Set number 3, tied at a set apiece, about to get underway here from Oak Grove. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight. A match that is now 46 minutes old. Got a 7:45 first serve here tonight. Both C Squad and JV went to 3 sets. The Tommies took the C Squad. The Grovers took the JV. As Aspen Jose will serve, and Get an out of rotation called by against Thompson to begin. Serve goes across. Hit over by Myshak, dug up by Oak Grove, and Walsh will send it over on 3. Myshak the set, swing by Oster, dug up, set by Christensen, Foster to Vold, out of bounds. Tie us up at 1. Serve goes across to Joes, Foster to Vold, and Broneski sends it over on 3. Set by Steven, swung for the point, Danica Gross. 2-1. Oster now with 4 service points. Serves across again, Broneski, Christensen, Foster to Vold for the point. Tied at 2 as Callie Wisegram will serve. Broneski will serve, Wisegram checks into the front row. Broneski is back there to serve. Serve across to Gross, and Myshak sends it across. Jost with the dig, set by Christensen. Welsh with the swing, dug up by Stevens, but then into the net and down to the floor for the point. 3-2 Oak Grove. Broneski to serve again, now with 6 service points. Sends it across. Gross set by Stevens, swung on by Gross for the kill. Her second kill, we're tied at 3. Sage and Hubner back in. Sage will serve for Thompson. Sage the serve across. Broneski set by Christensen. Foster to Vold, but that's blocked. Danica Gross on the block for the point. Tommies 4-3. Addie Sage back to serve again. Serve across. Foster to Vold, set by Christensen. Welsh with the swing. That's out of bounds. It's 5-3 Tommies. Sage now with 5 service points. Serves it across again. Welsh, Christensen, and that one hits the antenna. 6-3. Tommy's doubling up Oak Grove here early on in set number 3. Sage back to serve again with now 6 service points. It's a 4-point Tommy run. Serve across to Jost, Christensen, Foster to Vold for the kill. Side out 4-6 Grovers. Molly Welsh to serve. Serve across Schwab and sent back over by Schwab, dug up by the Grovers. Welsh, Foster, Devold into the net. Point Tommies, 7-4. Jenna Schwabe back in for Thompson. As Danica Gross to serve. Broneski, Welsh, and then free ball back to Christensen. Gross with the dig, set by Sage, swung over and down for the point. Andy Schwab. 8-4. Gross back to serve again. Serve across. Jost set by Welsh. Christensen pushes it over. Gross with the dig. Set by Sage. Schwab with the swing. Jost with the dig. Welsh, Foster, DeVold dug up by the Tommies. And then free ball sent over by Schwab. Back to Oak Grove. Set by Welsh. Tipped over by Wisegram. Dug up by Thompson. And Sage will send it over on 3. Back to Oak Grove. Set. Foster, DeVold out of bounds. 9-4. Danica Gross to serve again. Serve sent across, Broneski. And Foster Devold, that's dug up by Sage. Set, and Schwabe will send it over on 3. Set by Christensen over on 2. Back to Thompson, and Oster will send it into the net. 5-9. Claire Middle back in for the Grovers. Foster DeVold will serve. Serve across to Schwab. Sage with the set, tipped over by Hubner for the point. 10-5. As Vivian Myshak back in for the Tommies. Set swing there by Wisegram, dug up by the Tommies. Olsen with the swing. Foster DeVold to Welsh. Middle. Dig attempt, Hurst, and they get it over Sage on 3. Foster DeVold set by Welsh. Swing by Christensen into the net. 11-5. Andy Schwab still serving for the Tommies. Welsh, middle, dug up by the Tommies, and then free ball over by Sage. Back to Oak Grove. Set by Welsh, and the swing. Callie Wisegram with the point. Side out, 6-11. Geiger in, as is Hunt. Geiger with the serve. Sage set for Thompson. Hit over by Hubner. Dug up Welsh. And the down the line for the point. Claire Middle with her 5th kill. 7-11. Geiger will serve. Serve across to Hurst. Set by Sage. Olsen the swing for the point. Abby Olsen, her 5th kill. 12-7. As tipped over there by Hunt. Myshak blocked at the net for the point. 8-12 on the block by Claire Middle. Marcella Stevens back in. Rachel Christensen back to serve. Serve across to Schwab, set by Stevens, swung on. Myshak out of bounds. 9-12. Three-point deficit for the Grovers. Christensen the serve across again, set to Olsen. As the first touch by Geiger, but then it went into the net. Grovers couldn't recover it off the net. 13-9. Side out. Kaya Hurst, the libero to serve. Serve Broneski, set by Christensen. Welsh off the top of the tape. And it's a 14-9 Thompson lead. Hurst to serve it across again. And it's an ace serve. 15-9. Hurst back to serve again. Serve across, set by Christensen. Middle, the swing for the point. Claire Middle, kill 6. Jose and Foster DeVold back in. Jose will serve for the Grovers. They trail by 5. Jose the serve across. Schwab set by Hurst, tipped over by Gross, dug up there by Christensen. Jose and Foster DeVold tipped at the net, goes back to Oak Grove. Welsh with the set, tipped over by Hunt. Dig by Olson, goes right back to Oak Grove. Hunt on 2, and then Foster DeVold pushes it over on 3. Back to Thompson. Olson with the swing, dug up by Oak Grove. Welsh with the tip, blocked there by Gross. Back to the Grovers, set to Foster DeVold, block! Myshak on the block. 16-10. Jocelyn Oster will serve. Foster DeVold, that's blocked again. 17-10. Myshak again. Joined right next to her by Gross. It's 17-10. Oster with 10 service points. It's an ace serve. 18-10 Tommies. And that will force a Grover timeout on the Chris Moe Nodak Insurance Company's scoreboard. Set number 3, the Tommies lead by 8 on YourLiveEvent.com.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
So 18-10, the Tommies with the lead here in set number 3, looking to take the 2-1 advantage. It's a 3-point Tommy run. Tommies have scored 6 of the last 7 points. Oster to serve. Serve across, Foster DeVold got too close to the net, waiting for it. Myshak sends it down for the point. (19-10). Oster to serve again. Foster DeVold, that's blocked at the net. Myshak 1. Stevens. Schwab blocked at the net. Still played by the Tommies, and through the block, Myshak with the kill. Her 5th kill. It's 20-10. The Tommies doubling up the Grovers here in set number 3. Oster to serve it across again. Foster DeVold dug up by the Tommies, set by Stevens, tipped over by Schwab, and they can't return it. Can the Grovers? It's 21-10. Oster to serve it across once again. Serve sent over. Geiger set by Christensen. Welsh out of bounds, but will get a net violation called on the Tommies. So a side out by the Grovers, trailing by 10 at 11-21. Roneski will serve for Oak Grove. Serve across. Oster and Myshak will send it over. Tipped at the net there by Wise-Graham. Foster DeVold dug up there by Schwab. Set Stevens, hit over by Myshak. Dug up by the Grovers. Foster DeVold will send it over, out of bounds. 22-11. Huber back in, as is Sage. Addie Sage will serve. Serve across. Broneski set by Christensen. Tipped over by Molly Welsh for the point. 12-22. Welsh will serve. Serve across to Schwab. Sage and hit over by Hurst on 3. Dug up by Oak Grove. Wisegram, but that's blocked at the net by Gross. Point to Thompson, 23-12. As Jenna Schwabe back in. Served by Thompson is over. Wisegram, but it was tipped at the net. Saved, and Schwab will send it over at the net, and it got too close to the net. And it falls on the Tommy side. Point to Oak Grove. (13-23). It was a point they called something, so 24-12. Thompson with serve as Foster DeVold will send it into the net, and 25-13. 25-12 is the set victory for the Tommies, and thus they will lead 2-1. First Class Mortgage between set reports, a back and forth. Well, really, first set for the first few points. Tommies led throughout most of it. They led 6-3, they led 9-4, they led 11-5. Oak Grove got it to within 3 at 9-12, but then 9 of the next 10 points were scored by Thompson, and quickly the lead ballooned to 21-10. As the Tommies then able to take the set 25-12. Elena Foster DeVold, 10 kills for Oak Grove. Rachel Christensen has 5. Claire Middle has 6 for the Grovers. Molly Welsh with 7 service points and an ace. Lyndon Broneski, 6 service points and 2 aces. For the Tommies, Vivian Myshak, Abby Olson both have 5 kills. Andy Schwab has 4 kills. Service-wise, Jocelyn Oster with 8 service points. 2 of them are aces. Addie Sage with 6 and 2 aces. That's your First Class Mortgage between set report online at firstclasscorp.com. Set number 4 when we return on yourliveevent.com.
At Thompson Public Schools, their mission is to develop lifelong learners and responsible citizens. You can visit their website, tps-k12.org, for school announcements and calendars, lunch menus, weather announcements, athletic schedules, and more. Follow them on social media and share in Tommy Pride with student updates and events with Thompson Public Schools. Thompson Public Schools thanks all students, staff, parents, alumni, and community members for their continued support. Good luck to the Tommies. Learn more at tps-k12.org.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions for 2025 and beyond with a drain tile project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free, detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
As an American Family Insurance agent, Chris and Monica Heisey look out for what matters to you most, even when nothing is wrong. These days, everyone wants to save money, and they can show you how easy it is to have multiple policies by combining your auto and homeowner's insurance. Let Chris Heisey Agency with American Family Insurance put some change back into your pocket. For more info, visit chrisheisey.com. That's chrisheisey.com for all the details.
In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community, one that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities. There hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
About to begin set number 4 here on yourliveevent.com. The Tommies have a 2-1 advantage here as Oak Grove took the first set 25-19, but the Tommies have come back to take the last two 25-20, 25-12 as Kaya Hurst will serve it to begin our set. Foster DeVold, but a block. Rose with the block, and the first point goes to the Tommies. Hurst to serve it again. Now with 4 service points for Thompson. Serve goes across to Hunt, set by Christensen. Foster to Vold for the point. One. Wisegram back in as Broneski will serve. Serve to Schwab, bumped there by Stevens. Hit across through the block attempt for Tommy's won a tip. Won't get the call. 2-1 Oak Grove. Serve across as Gross will send it over on 3, back to the Grovers. Punched over by Foster DeVold. First touch by Olsen. Diving for it was Stevens, but no third touch. It's 3-1 Oak Grove. Broneski now with 8 service points. She'll serve again. Serve across, played there by Gross. Well, Hurst and back to Gross for the kill. Danica Gross, her 3rd kill, side out. Tommy's trail 2-3. Serve sent across by Oster, and Welsh blocked in the net. Welsh sends it back. Tommy's with it. Schwab will send it over back to Christensen over on 2, and dig there by Hurst, and Schwab will send it over. Set by Christensen, tip for the point. Callie Wisegram, her 3rd kill. 4-2. As Molly Welsh will serve. Serve across to Gross, set by Stevens, pushed over by Schwab, dug up. Christensen over on 2, Schwab sends it right back for the point. 3-4. Side out, or Tommy's retain or take possession after the side out. Addie Sage to serve. It's an ace serve. Her 3rd ace tonight. We're tied at 4. Sage with the serve across again. Broneski set by Welsh, pushed over by Christensen. Dug up there by the Tommies, and Hubner will send it over on 3 for the point. 5-4, Tommies with the lead. Sage to serve it again. Serve across, played by Jose. Diving touch, Christensen. Might have been a 3rd touch. Nonetheless, it eventually falls to the floor. It's a 6-4 Tommy lead. 4 straight Thompson points. Sage to serve again. Serve goes across. Joe set by Welsh. Foster DeVold dug up there by Hurst. Set by Sage and swung across. Dug up by Oak Grove. Christensen. Dig there by Sage. Hurst. Hubner dug up by the Grovers. Set by Welsh. Foster DeVold into the top of the tape. Falls down. Point Tommy 7-4. Sage now with 10 service points. Sage will serve it across again. Set by Welsh. Wisegram with the swing, but that's dug up. And over on 3 by Hubner. Back to Oak Grove. Christensen will push it over. And pushed right back over by Gross. Wisegram for the Tommies. Foster DeVold for the point. Side out Grovers. 5-7. Claire Middle back in. As Elena Foster DeVold will serve. Set by Sage. Schwab will send it over. Welsh and Christensen over on 3. Hurst, set, Gross. And the Grovers able to get it back. Broneski sends it over. As Schwab sends it back over. Schwab too close to the net, sends it over. And then return right back to Christensen. Tommy's with it. Hubner over on 2, back to Oak Grove. Tommy's with it, and Schwab with the swing across over, and then free ball sent over by Middle. Back to Thompson. Sage back set, tip by Hubner. Returned right back by Wisegram. Tommy's with it. Hubner will send it over for the point. Eight-5. Jenna Schwabi back in for the Tommies. Gross with the serve across. Broneski, Welsh, Middle, dug up by Thompson. Set Hubner, pushed over by Schwab. Schwab returns it right back. Oak Grove over on 2, Welsh. Tommies recover. Schwab sends it over, tipped at the net. Schwab will return it right back again. Broneski over. And Sage will push it across. Foster DeVold set by Welsh to Middle. Dug up by Oster, but they can't return it. And it's a point to Oak Grove, 6-8. Hurst back in for the Tommies, 6-8. Hunt back in, as is Geiger. She will serve. Serve across to Hurst. Set by Sage. Swing by Schwab. Dug up Welsh. And through the block attempt for the point. Claire Middle. 7-8. Libero Bruneski back in. Geiger to serve. Serve across to Hurst, set by Schwab. Schwabi will send it over. Welsh goes right back to Thompson. Schwab dug up there by Geiger, Bruneski, and pushed over by Middle. Hurst set, and the swing by Hubner into the net. We're tied at 8. 8-8. Sophie Geiger now with 5 service points. Serve into the net. Service there. Side out Tommy's 9-8. Abby Olson back in. Andy Schwab back in. Serve across, set by Welsh. Christensen the swing across. Sage got the dig. That one hit the basket out by the ceiling. Took a funny hop the Tommies weren't ready for. And we're tied at 9. Christensen to serve. Serve across, Hurst, set by Sage. Swung on by Olson for the point. Now the officials will talk it over. Indeed, point to the Tommies. 10-9. Thompson with the lead. Myshak back in. Chloe Hubner to serve. Serve across. Broneski set Christensen. Middle with the swing, but that's dug up by the Tommies. And Myshak will send it over. Christensen the dig. Broneski, Welsh with the swing. Dug up by the Tommies. Schwabi into the net. Tied at 10. (10-10). Stevens back in for the Tommies. Jose back to serve. Serve across to Schwab, set by Stevens. Olsen with the swing across, dug by the Grovers. Foster Devold, dig by Schwab, and Schwabe sends it over. Tip, Hunt with the swing, dug up by Thompson. Myshak with the swing, through the block for the point. Vivian Myshak kills 6, 11-10. Kaya Hurst to serve. Oak Grove with it, battle at the net. It's on the Grover side, and Christensen will bump it over to Foster Devold. Dug up by the Tommies, and Gross will tip it down for the point. Danica Gross. 12-10. Hurst to serve. 5 service points for her. Foster Devold, that's dug up by Gross. Set and Myshak into the net. Side out Grovers. 11-12. Broneski and Wisegram both in. Broneski will serve. 11-12. Serve goes across. Schwab. Set and Gross will tip it over. Christensen. Welsh and then Wisegram, the free ball over. Back to the Tommies and Olsen. Point Thompson, 13-11. As Jocelyn Oster back in, she'll serve. Wisegram. Free ball, though, sent over by Gross. Back to Oak Grove. Welsh with the tip across. Hurst the dig. Set. Myshak. Dug up there by Jose. And Broneski will send it over, but net violation or over the center court line. 14-11 Tommies. Timeout called by Thompson. Called by Oak Grove. Will take it as well. On the Chris Moe Nodak Insurance Agency scoreboard, the Tommies lead in set 4, 14-11 on YourLiveEvent.com.
We aren't meant to be still. And while you determine the direction you'll go, we're just here to help you along the way. So go. Go with experience. Go with teamwork. Go with neighbors. Go with integrity.
Tommy's looking to end this in 4. Oak Grove looking to force a decisive 5th set. Oster to serve again. Now with 9 service points. Set Christensen and Elena Foster Devold with kill. (12-14). Molly Welsh will serve. Serve across to Oster, set by Stevens, swung across by Myshak, dug up, and Foster Devold over on 3. Back to the Tommies. Stevens the set. No one there for Thompson, and point Oak Grove. They trail by 1 at 13-14. Molly Welsh back to serve again. Serve across. Oster set by Stevens, and then free ball sent over by Myshak back to the Grovers. Welsh the set hit over, and net violation. And we're tied at 14. 14-14. Oster trying to save it, and Hurst able to get it across. set by Welsh. Foster DeVold, that's blocked at the net by Gross. And Christensen over on 3. Back to the Tommies. Hurst. Stevens. Gross with the swing for the point. 15-14. Sage and Hubner back in for Thompson. Sage will serve. Serve across, Broneski set by Welsh. Foster DeVold for the kill. (15-15). It's a race to 10 here in the fourth. Play to 25 again. You got to win by 2. Elena Foster DeVold will serve. Serve goes across and pushed over by Hubner. Back to Oak Grove. Welsh with the set. Middle with the swing. Claire Middle for the point. 16-15. Foster DeVold with the serve across again. Set by Sage. Gross with the swing across. Welsh the set for Oak Grove, and Middle swings it into the net. And we're tied at 16. Danica Gross will serve. Serve to Broneski, set by Welsh. Wise Graham will tip it over for the point. 17-16. Hunt and Geiger both in. Geiger will serve. 17-16. Grovers with the lead. Geiger's serve goes across to Hurst. Set by Sage and into the net. Chloe Hubner point. Oak Grove 18-16. They got a 2-point lead. Serve by Geiger goes across and hit over by Schwabe. Christensen returns it back for Oak Grove for the point, 19-16. And that will force a Coach Lisa Strand timeout on the Chris Moe Nodak Insurance Agency scoreboard. Oak Grove 19, Thompson 16 in set 4 on YourLiveEvent.com.
Get ready to make a true impact on the farm. Introducing the HDSR series of staggered rippers from Degelman Industries. At the heart of the machine is the HDSR's staggered two-row setup, which allows for better trash flow and lower draft than an inline ripper. Featuring a shorter implement contour length, easier transport, and better compaction shattering ability than the competitors. The HDSR series from Degelman Industries is engineered tough. Visit our website for more information.
I'm Dan Sukert, your Fargo-Moorhead and surrounding area Edward Jones financial advisor. We're all about financial investments, but we also value investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why my Edward Jones office is a proud sponsor of Park Christian Falcons basketball. Call 701-281-5264 for all your investment needs. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Out of the timeout, Oak Grove extends their lead to 4 points on the swing from Claire Middle. 20-16. As into the net. Or excuse me, that went through the block and down on the net on the other side. So, point to the Tommies, they side out. 17-20. Tip by Hunt, dug up by Thompson. As Hubner will send it over. Welsh for the Grovers. As Middle will tip it across. Hunt tips it right back to the Tommies. And Sage the free ball over. Geiger set by Welsh. Christensen for the point. 21-17. Rachel Christensen will serve. Serve goes across Sage and out of bounds. 22-17. Out of force, the second timeout from Coach Strand on the Chris Moe Nodak Insurance Company's scoreboard. Oak Grove leads in the fourth, trying to force a fifth set. 22-17 on YourLiveEvent.com.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
22-17, Oak Grove with the lead here in set number 4, trying to force a fifth set. Christensen with the serve across. Sage with the bump and then hit over by Olsen back to the Grovers. Welsh will send it over, but out of bounds. Side out to the Tommies, 18-22 they trail. Chloe Hubner to serve. Myshak back in for the Tommies. Middle blocked at the net. And they can't send it over. Point to the Tommies. They trail by 3. Hubner now with 5 service points. Welsh will push it across on 3. Tipped and Olsen, and will get a whistle and a net violation. Tommy's within 2. 20-22. Hubner will serve it across again. Middle with the swing, out of bounds. Thompson trails by 1. 21-22, 4 straight Tommies points have brought them within 1 here in the 4th set, forcing a Grover timeout. Nodak Insurance Company, Chris Moan scoreboard. Tommies trail by 1 in the 4th. YourLiveEvent.com.
For top-notch car wash experience, head to Fast Lane Car Wash, situated next to the Petro Stopping Center in Fargo. They treat every vehicle with the same respect and care as their own, ensuring that your car is in good hands from pre-wash preparation to hand-dry finish. Check out the Fast Lane Car Wash on the west side of the Petro Stopping Center in Fargo and spruce up your ride with interior detailing, buff, and wax at the Fast Lane with Thomas, weekdays from 9 to 2. Call 701-799-8226 to schedule an appointment.
21-22, Thompson trails as Chloe Hubner back to serve again. Set by Christensen, middle will tip it across, Schwab with the dig. Hubner the set, and Schwabe will push it over on 3. Back to the Grovers, Christensen over on 2. Myshak for the kill. And we're tied at 22. Aspen Jost back in for Oak Grove. Hubner will serve. Serve goes to Broneski, Hunt, and then Welsh over on 3. Back to the Tommies. Set by Hubner. Myshak with the swing off the ceiling. And Hunt able to tip it back over. Hunt with the tip back again. Myshak sends it right back to the Grovers. Christensen hit over, hits the antenna. Point to the Tommies, 23-22. Hubner to serve across again. Roneski set by Christensen, tip over by Welsh, dug up by the Tommies. Myshak over to Olsen, dug up by Christensen. Set by Welsh, hit over by Jost, that's dug up by the Tommies. Olsen blocked at the net, and then Myshak the free ball over. Back to Oak Grove. Set. Hunt will tip it across. Hit over by Olsen. Blocked. Olsen able to keep it alive. And Hubner will send it over on 3. Broneski set by Christensen. Tip over by Welsh for the point. 23-22. Much needed side out by the Grovers. Aspen Jost to serve. Serve across, misplay by Schwabe for the point. Set point, Oak Grove. Jost will serve, set point, 24-23. Oak Grove looking to force a fifth set. Serve goes across, a serve! 25-23, and we're going 5 tonight. Our First Class Mortgage between set report, a fun fourth set of volleyball. Oak Grove, Thompson got out to the lead, 7-4, 9-8, 12-10, 14-11. But then the Grovers able to tie it at 15, and we're tied at 16. 4 straight Oak Grove points, 6 out of 7 made it 22-17 in favor of Oak Grove. Thought that maybe they'd cruise to the 4-set win, but then Thompson fights back. They score 6 straight points to make it 23-22 to take the lead, but the final 3 points of the set go to Oak Grove, 25-23, and we're playing 5 sets tonight here from Oak Grove. Elena Foster DeVold with 13 kills for Oak Grove. Rachel Christensen has 6, 7 for Claire Middle. Service-wise, Linden Broneski and Molly Welsh both have 8. Sophie Geiger has 7 service points. For Thompson, Vivian Myshak, 7 kills. Abby Olson with 6. Andy Schwab with 4. Serving-wise, Addie Sage with 10 service points, 3 aces. Jocelyn Oster, 9, and 2 aces. That's our between set report from First Class Mortgage, online at firstclasscorp.com. When we come back, we'll have set number 5 when we return, yourliveevent.com.
Buying a new home, but worried about the interest rate and terms from your bank? At First Class Mortgage, we'll find a mortgage that fits your needs. Shopping national banks and other lenders for the lowest rate and most affordable terms, saving you time and money. So all you need to worry about is enjoying your new home. First Class Mortgage. Our expertise, your peace of mind. Put an expert to work for you. Call today.
Oh, jeez. That's a lot of water.
No, 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 no! Jeez Louise!
This system is packing 70-mile-per-hour winds, golf ball-sized hail, and a fast drop in temperature.
Oh, jeez.
Dave and Cheryl's kitchen started on fire.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, geez, let's take a look.
Oh, geez, moments happen. Be ready with Irie Insurance.
Visit the new Cywick Lumber and Hardware in Hillsboro. They have everything you need. Explore our large selection of quality hardware and building materials, perfect for every project. Inside, you'll find Valspar paint to brighten your home, top-of-the-line Milwaukee and DeWalt tools for every job, plus all the essentials for a successful harvest. Flashlights, glass cleaner, paper towels, scrapers, grain shovels, and more. Make your next stop Cywick Lumber and Hardware in Hillsboro.
Set number 5. Reminder, it's the race to 15. Still got to win by 2. As Oak Grove has won the first and the 4th set. The Tommies have won sets 2 and 3. And now we're going to set number 5 here tonight on yourliveevent.com. Jost with the serve across to begin our set. Myshak, that was tipped at the net by Hunt. Christensen and Foster DeVold for the point. Oak Grove with the first point of set number 5. Jost will serve it across again, now with 5 service points. Schwab and Hurst will send it over. Berneski, Christensen pushed over by Welsh. 2-0 Grovers. 2-0. Jost will serve it again, now with 6 service points. Jost the serve across, a serve! 3-0. Thompson trails, Oak Grove with the lead. Jost will serve it across again. Serve over, Schwab, set, and Gross will send it over. That's dug up by the Grovers. Foster DeVold blocked at the net, and trying to recover it was Broneski. She can't do so. Point Tommies, they side out. 1-3 they trail. As Jocelyn Oster will check in to serve for Thompson. Serve goes across, set Christensen, Foster DeVold for the kill. (4-1). The libero, Lyndon Broneski, will serve. Serve across, Stevens the set, Myshak into the net, it's 5-1. Broneski to serve again. Pushed over by Schwab, Broneski, Christensen, Foster DeVold. Dig there by Stevens and pushed over by Gross. Back to the Grovers. Set Broneski, Foster DeVold, block! Myshak Gross on the block, point. Thompson 2-5, they side out, they trail by 3. Addie Sage back in, she'll serve for Thompson. Broneski, Christensen, Foster DeVold, dig there by Oster and pushed across by Schwab for the point. 3-5. Sage with the serve across again. Set Christensen, Welsh, dug up by the Tommies, set by Sage. Schwab with the swing. Dug up by Joe, set Christensen, Foster DeVold. Dig there by Schwab, Sage, and then Schwab sends it over on 3. Back to the Grovers. Set. Wisegram. Callie Wisegram with her 5th kill tonight. Back to a 3-point lead at 6-3. Molly Welsh to serve. Serve across, Hurst. Set by Sage, hit across by Grost. Dig there by Welsh, set by Christensen. Foster DeVold. Off the block, rolled around the tape, fell on the Tommy side. It's 7-3, it's a 4-point Grover lead. That will force a Lisa Strand timeout. On the Nodak Insurance Agency Chris Moans scoreboard in set 5, the Grovers lead 7-3 on yourliveevent.com.
Common doesn't do the extra reps. Common doesn't push the limits. And Common doesn't do all of that before the sun is up. We work harder than anyone else when no one is watching, so that when everyone is watching, we're ready to answer the call. Discover your uncommon side with the North Dakota Army National Guard.
7-3, the Grovers lead by 4. Here in a fun volleyball matchup. Oak Grove still with serve. Molly Welsh back to the service line. Gross with the free ball over back to the Tommies. Welsh the set. Foster DeVold out of bounds. Side out Tommies. (4-7). Jenna Schwabe back in. As Groves with the serve across. And able to get it over on the free ball by Wisegram. Back to Thompson. Sage set to Schwab. Dug up. Joe set by Welsh. Foster Devold out of bounds. 5-7. The Tommies within 2. Gross to serve. Played there by Jose. And pushed over by Christensen for the point. Point to Oak Grove, 8-5. Middle back in. Elena Foster DeVold will serve. Serve goes to Hurst. Set by Sage. Hubner over on 3. Back to the Grovers. Set. And the kill, Claire Middle. Dolly Parton special, 9-5, the Grovers lead. Foster DeVold to serve. Schwab through the block for the point. Andy Schwab with the kill. 6-9. Olsen back in. As Schwab will serve. Serve Foster DeVold, and Wisegram will tip it over on 3. Back to the Tommies, set by Hubner. Swing, Olsen for the point. 7-9. Schwab with the serve across. 5th service point. Middle. Tommy's able to recover, and Sage with the free ball over. Berneski set. Christensen for the point. Welsh to Christensen. 10-7. Sophie Geiger back in. She'll serve for the Grovers. They lead by 3. Schwab, Sage, Olsen out of bounds. 11-7, back to a 4-point Grover lead. Tommies will take a timeout. We'll take one as well on the Nodak Insurance Agency Chris Moan's scoreboard. The Grovers lead by 4 in set 5 on yourliveevent.com.
When you think about North Dakota State College of Science, don't think about college. Don't think about desks. Don't think about buildings. Don't think about our expert instructors or our high-tech classrooms. Think about that new pickup you'll soon be driving. Think about decorating your first apartment. Think about that great job that's already waiting for you. Then, think about how you'll be doing all of those things in just 2 years. North Dakota State College of Science, the smarter way to college.
Set 5, 2 sets apiece. It is an 11-7 Oak Grove lead. The Tommies have called both timeouts. The Grovers have both of them should they need to use them. As Sophie Geiger will serve it again. Sage Olsen for the point. Abby Olsen with the kill. Much needed side out for the Tommies. They trail by 3. As Chloe Hubner will serve it across. Berneski able to save it, and then Middle sends it over on 3. Dug up. Myshak pinballs around, and Middle over on 3. Back to the Tommies. Set goes to Myshak, out of bounds. 12-8, 4-point Oak Grove lead. Stevens back in for Thompson. Rachel Christensen will serve. Serve to Schwabe, bumped by Myshak to Olsen for the point. (9-12). Welsh to serve. It's an ace serve. Excuse me, that's Kaya Hurst to serve. An ace serve for Kaya Hurst, her second. 6th service point. 2-point contest. Hurst to serve it across again. Set Christensen, middle, dug up there by Hurst, and then Hurst over on 3. Geiger, set Christensen, Welsh with a tip across. Hurst, set over to Myshak, dug up by Christensen. Set by Welsh, pushed over into the net. 11-12, the Tommies within 1, closest it's been since Oak Grove scored the first point of this set. That will force an Angie Johnson timeout in set 5. The Tommies trail by 1 on the Nodak Insurance Company Chris Mohn scoreboard, yourliveevent.com.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
12-11, Oak Grove with the lead. It is Tommy serve here in set number 5. Oak Grove used their first timeout. Tommies have used both of them. Kaya Hurst with the serve across. Set by Christensen, middle the swing. Stevens gets a piece of it, and then free ball over by Myshak. Back to the Grovers. Set Christensen, middle. Blocked at the net, trying to save it, Myshak. And hit over by Gross. To Geiger, set Christensen. Welsh with the push over. Olsen off the top of the tape. And point. Point to the Grovers. And Stevens slow to get up as she was trying to save. And Stevens will go to the bench and be subbed out, holding the hand. So it's 13-11. Hubner's back in for the Tommies. As officials just getting the rotation correct with Stevens checking out. So 13-11. Grovers with the lead. Jose will serve. Serve across to Schwab. Set over to Gross. Dug up by Jose and Foster Devil with the swing. That's dug up though by the Tommies. Set goes to Olsen. Tipped at the net. Geiger, Christensen, Welsh will push it over on 3. Hubner set. Olsen. Dug up by Geiger, and then Jose will send it over on 3. Myshak. Set by Hubner, swing across by Myshak, dug up by the Grovers. Foster Devil, block! Gross. And Myshak on the block, back to a 1-point contest, 12-13. Side out to the Tommies. Olsen check out, 7. Jocelyn Oster will serve as the Grovers will take a timeout. That's their final one, 13-12, Oak Grove's lead in set 5 on the Nodak Insurance Company Chris Mohn scoreboard, yourliveevent.com.
Since 1981, Park Christian School has been educating the next generation of leaders in the Fargo, Moorhead, and West Fargo area. Park Christian's thoroughly Christian education and commitment to academic excellence has resulted in a confident tradition of student success. Students graduate from Park Christian School strong in their faith and well prepared for the rigors of college, career, and relationships. Call 218-236-0500 to schedule your visit or go online to parkchristianschool.org.
13-12, Oak Grove with the lead. Tommies have the serve here in set number 5. First one to 15, but you got to win by 2. As Oster with the serve across. Foster D-Volt set by Christensen. Head across by Welsh. Dug up by the Tommies. Set Hubner. Myshak blocked at the net. Able to get it back over by Schwab. Return right back to the Tommies. And then Hubner over on 3. Back to the Grovers. Set Christensen. Hunt, but it's dug up by the Tommies. Pushed over by Schwab. And sent over Foster DeVold into the net. 13-13. We're tied in set number 5. Play to 15, got to win by 2. Oster with the serve across again, out of bounds. Service error. Point to Oak Grove. They'll have set and match point. Callie Wisegram in. Lyndon Broneski will serve. Floater played there by Hubner and pushed over by Schwab, out of bounds. Point to the Grovers. They'll pick up the victory. 15-13 as the Grovers pick up the win here tonight on YourLiveEvent.com. Oak Grove will improve to 24-8. The Tommies will fall to 21-8. As Oak Grove picks up the victory here tonight, your final on the Nodak Insurance Company Chris Moan's scoreboard. The Grovers pick up the victory 25-19, 20-25, 12-25, 25-23, and 15-13. We'll recap it when we return with the Tommy's Express Car Wash post-match show when we return on YourLiveEvent.com.
Hungry and on the road, Petro Stopping Center in Fargo has got your back with an impressive lineup of goodies including Popeye's Chicken, Charlie's Cheesesteaks, Cinnabon, Papa John's, and a mouth-watering full-sized restaurant, the Dolly Down Grill. You'll be spoiled for choice. Whether you're a quick pit stopper or looking to settle in for a while, Petro Stopping Center's Fargo location has got you covered 24/7 every day of the week. Cruise on over to their spot just off 45th Street and I-94 and indulge in a feast fit for the road warrior in you.
At Polar Communications, innovation is in our DNA. We're pioneers, always looking ahead to what's next to ensure our communities thrive. We were the first in the state to offer gig services, and we didn't stop there. We continue to lead the way in delivering high-quality, reliable technology to your doorstep. A better experience starts here.
Prairie Supply has the expertise to help you tackle even the toughest jobs, from concrete and rebar to heat and winter construction services. Prairie Supply has extensive product lines with professional on-site solutions you can trust. Prairie Supply is a supplier of construction equipment and materials specializing in, but not limited to, concrete construction. Prairie Supply supporting the hardworking contractors in the field or at the drawing board. Visit prairiesupply.com today.
Buying and selling heavy equipment at purplewave.com saves time and money. We handle all of the details, including pictures, videos, marketing, titles, and payments.
It was almost immediately over the top with the customer service. I've just never ever experienced that before with any other auction service. They're constantly working for me as the seller, and I really like that.
Purple Wave Auction is straight, simple, sold.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Back here on YourLiveEvent.com as we've got our post-game reaction. We're joined now by our Enbridge Energy player of the game, bringing the energy here for the Grovers tonight. That is Molly Welsh for Oak Grove. And Molly, first off, congratulations on the victory. As a player, when it goes to 5 and it's back and forth like that, is it as fun as a player as it kind of is for a broadcaster up here to call it?
Yes, definitely. All the energy, even our student section, we get so much energy. Shout out to Aiden Zuger for leading the pack and everybody, the parents too. It's all so fun.
Yeah, just talk about that. From the games that I've gotten a chance to do here over the last few years, whether it be basketball, boys basketball, girls basketball, volleyball, always seems like just a fun atmosphere here in the gym at Oak Grove.
Yes, it is. We always work our hardest on and off the court too, in practice too. You'll see that too.
Got the victory in set number 1. Thompson came back sets 2 and 3. Just kind of talk about what was said in that huddle going into set number 4, and then during set number 5 as well.
So obviously we had a little bit of a rut in 2 and maybe in 3, but just coming into the circle, we just encourage one another, try to get our hitters going, get our passes going again.
Yeah, absolutely. As now you look forward here, you got one more game in this regular season coming up tomorrow night. Then it's tournament time. Just kind of talk about what you want to continue to work on to fine-tune to get better for come next Monday in tournament time.
Yeah, I think we're all really excited for this. I think we have a really great shot. Our team chemistry is so good. We all play really well together as a team, and just working on keeping the ball in play more probably and keeping longer rallies going.
All right, Molly Welsh joining us here, Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. Molly, congratulations on the victory. Good luck moving forward.
Thank you.
All right, we'll take a break. Be back with more at YourLiveEvent.com.
Cywick Lumber and Hardware Hillsboro is completing post-frame buildings 80 by 80, 80 by 160, even 80 by 200. Need an addition or shop reskin? Cywick Lumber and Hardware has all materials. They'll complete to your customized building requests. Bifold doors, hydro doors for farm buildings, and metal sailed steel for durable construction. Whether it's new, an addition, or a repair, every building project can be done with Cywick Lumber and Hardware Hillsboro. All materials, all in one place. Visit or call Cywick Lumber and Hardware Hillsboro.
Back here on YourLiveEvent.com, as we're now joined by our Agassi Precision Egg Player of the Game, Lyndon Roneski for the Grovers. And first off, congratulations again as well for the victory here tonight. Just kind of talk about what it was like there on the court and just kind of the energy and the back and forth nature of it tonight.
Yeah, I felt that it was super energetic, especially with us talking between the front row and back row. I felt like we definitely played really well together tonight, and I was really happy with our outcome.
Yeah, absolutely. Kind of similar thing. What was just kind of the mood, the vibe in the huddle, and kind of what were you talking in between or going into set 4 and then during the spurts of set 5?
Yeah, we kind of just talked about going for everything, putting all the effort into every ball and just getting everything up so we can put the ball away.
Absolutely. Now, as the libero here for the Grovers, sometimes kind of a thankless job. Just kind of, talk about being the libero and kind of, having to be a little bit scrappy, trying to dig, kind of get down and dirty in those balls during the game.
Yeah, I definitely feel like it's a lot of fun being able to help and support the team in that way. And I feel like getting all the, helping with all the digs is just so much fun, especially with Aspen and Sophie in the back row and Elena even too. It's just so much fun playing together and being able to cross and stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. Is now a final question here. Same thing. One more game in the regular season coming up tomorrow night. Then a couple days, probably with practice before you get ready for tournament time. Come Monday, Tuesday, and hopefully Thursday for your team. Just to talk about what you want to continue to improve, fine tune, to work at to get ready for tournament time next week.
Yeah, I definitely feel like working together on where we can put the ball, placement with the ball, talking about that sooner can definitely help us in the tournament.
Absolutely. Linda Berneski joining us here tonight, our Agassi Precision Egg Player of the Game, plantyourdock.com. As Linda, congratulations on the victory. Good luck moving forward.
Thank you.
All right, stick around. More to come. We'll wrap it up. YourLiveEvent.com.
In agriculture, the one thing you can count on is uncertainty. What if the GPS short circuits in your tractor? Do you have equipment breakdown coverage? Nodak Insurance has been insuring farmers and ranchers for over 70 years, and we've come across about every scenario you can imagine. Hi, I'm Chris Moen, your agent with answers at Nodak Insurance Company. I know insurance, I know North Dakota, and I might even know you. Call me today for details on how we can protect your farming operation at 757-1613.
Final stats here on our Tommy's Express Car Wash post-game show. Love your ride at locally owned Tommy's Express Car Wash. 4 locations in the FM area. They've got 2 in Fargo and 2 in Moorhead. Our final stats here tonight. Kaya Hurst with 7 service points. 2 of them were aces. Andy Schwab with 5 kills and 5 service points. Addie Sage, 11 service points, 3 aces. Chloe Hubner with 9 service points and 2 kills. Jocelyn Oster with 10 service points, 2 aces. Danica Gross, 3 service points and 4 kills. Vivian Myshak, 7 kills. Abby Olson with 9 kills to lead the Tommies. For the Oak Grove Grovers, Aspen Jost with 7 service points and an ace. Rachel Christensen with 4 service points and 7 kills. Sophie Geiger with 8 service points. Linda Broneski with 9 service points and 2 aces. Molly Welsh with 9 service points and ace and 2 kills. Callie Wisegram, 5 kills. Elena Foster DeVold, 4 service points, 14 kills to lead all players in that category. I'll do it for us here tonight on YourLiveEvent.com. Thank you to all the broadcasters, all the sponsors that you saw and heard throughout this broadcast. Of course, whenever possible, we ask that you please patronize these businesses. At the very least, stop on in and tell them thank you, as without them, this coverage on YourLiveEvent.com would not be possible. A reminder here, tournament time. We'll have the Region 1A, the Region 1B, the Region 2A tournament all on the platforms of YourLiveEvent.com. Visit our website to see the schedule and find the links. Subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can be notified every time you go live. We go live in another local area high school or community interest broadcast. And also like us on X and follow us on Facebook as well for our daily post schedule updates. So that'll do it for us here tonight. I'm Brady Siebels, repeating our final score here tonight. The Grovers 3-2 the victory. 25-19, 25-20, or excuse me, 25-19, 20-25, 12-25, 25-23, 15-13. The Grovers pick up the victory here tonight, and you saw it on YourLiveEvent.com. Thanks so much for tuning in. Have a great rest of your evening, everybody.